Hello YouTube, this is Retta. How are you doing today? I'm doing a little palette cleanser for me today, so I'm going to do a reading on YouTube celebrities. I think it's Domo Wilson and Chrissy Danielle. They're young. I didn't even realize that these little girls are young. They're like the age of my kids. Who knew? So I thought they were a little older, but they're very, very young. So this doesn't surprise me, but it's all over YouTube. You can't get away from it. I watch YouTube more than I watch TV. I think I might watch TV maybe a couple of hours a month. But YouTube I watch a lot, and I go to sleep sometimes to YouTube. The noise helps me go to sleep, and you know, you wake up and you know things are playing because it's automatically a video after a video will come on. And so these two came up, and I guess they're young. They were a young lesbian couple. I think Chrissy is 22 and Domo Wilson is 24. I didn't realize how young they are. I guess they were together for 2 or 3 years and they broke up, and it's a big to-do on, you know, YouTube. Everybody's talking about it on YouTube. It's a little young for me, but I need something to kind of, you know, I've been into politics all week. So we look at Domo. Domo is the strength. So she's the strength and the star. So, you know, she was kind of born to go through a struggle. You know, like I always say, you talk to God before you came here and said, God, throw everything at you. Throw everything you can at me, and, you know, I will overcome. You know, so that's basically where I don't think that Domo in her 24 years has had an easy life. I think that she's always had to kind of push through, you know, find something deep within herself and push through. And then she has these periods of stars where wonderful, excellent things happen to her. Like she gets, you know, things are great, and then boom, it happens all over again. So that's just, you know, her birth card. So she's never going to have, nothing is ever going to be given to her. Everything she has, she's going to have to really work for it. And even her own happiness is going to take, you know, time for her to kind of push through. But you're 24 years old, Domo, if you're seeing this. You'll be okay. And you realize how young you guys were. I guess these two were engaged, which I don't think at 24 or 22 or 23 you guys should have been engaged. You guys are just trying. I remember myself at 22, you know. Chrissy Danielle, she's the chariot in the tower, so she's kind of a force. She's stubborn. You know, when she makes a decision, it's done, and she's going to go full steam ahead, whether it's to her detriment or not. You know, she gets laser focused, and that's it. So when she decided that this relationship is over, it's over. You know, where Domo might think, because she's from the strength and the stars, she's used to, you know, overcoming. Oh, we can work this out. We got it. You know, we can just keep going on. Things will get better. You know, we'll get through this. But once Chrissy's like, hey, I made a decision. I'm done. I'm done. You know, and out of the two, you know, the more masculine energy is through that kind of chariot energy is more masculine. And then the strength is more of a feminine type of energy. So I just want to see, I'm going to look at their relationship and then look at them individual, like what happened between both of them individual. So let's see the energy around their relationship right now. And let's see, I'm going to use the Infinite Vision Tarot. I know I have all these you know what I should have used? I should have used my Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Maybe I'll still incorporate that. So I hope everybody, it's really early. I think it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning for no apparent reason. Okay, I just want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, comment below, give me your thoughts. And also, you can, if you want your own personal reading, email me at rettaware, RETTAWARE, at gmail.com. I'll have the my email in the description. And also, head over to my Instagram, which is Intuitive Retta, for my weekly divinations. And I'm starting to work on there a little bit more now, and now I got to focus on Twitter. This card wanted to pull up. So Temperance, there's a lot of emotions up and down. There's a lot of emotions going on up and down. It could be like an emotional imbalance, what's going on in their relationship. There was a big emotional imbalance. A very big emotional imbalance. Also, you know, this card, Temperance, is about emotional imbalances. You know, it could be like it could also be drinking, like an imbalance in drinking. It could also be like, you know, blending different things and trying to make something else. So we'll see. I'm kind of thinking that there was some type of emotional imbalance going on. Also, a lot of prayer is needed. Something else was going on within this. It's saying that some prayer is needed for either one of them or both of them. Okay, so I'm going to put Chrissy, surprisingly, on this side because she's more masculine, and then Domo on this side. So where is Domo right now in regards to this relationship, or what happened, the breakup of this relationship? Where is she at right now? Oh, she's stressed out. She's not sleeping at night. She's having a lot of anxiety. I think that this has really affected her. Yeah, this has really affected her. Okay, where's Chrissy right now? Chrissy is conflicted. She's conflicted. This also kind of, I don't think we've seen it, but I think this also, I think there was a lot of kind of conflict going on, maybe some arguments. I think she just was like tired and done. You know, it was emotional conflict, and she was just tired and done. And I do believe there's someone else that kind of helped her along. So there was someone outside of the relationship that kind of helped her, you know, helping her get back on her feet. Let's see. What does Domo think was the fall of their relationship? What does Domo think happened for the fall of their relationship? I don't know if you can see these cards. What does Domo, let me put them up here. Okay, so you can kind of see. What does Domo think was the fall of their relationship? She thinks that there was other forces involved, like, you know, people that had hidden motives, hidden agendas, other people outside of their relationship that was involved in manipulating this relationship to end. That's what she thinks. You know, she thinks someone was in the wind, like someone that was on the outside, you know, just, you know, stalking a little bit on the outside, just waiting for their chance, and they were kind of manipulating in a time where things weren't going so good between them two. There was already someone waiting in the wind and kind of manipulating things. That's what Domo feels. Why? What does Chrissy feel was the downfall of the relationship? This is all about like structure, religion, laws, law and order, organization. I think there was her feeling, maybe they were like the core of who they were, or something where it's kind of off or different. It also could be that, you know, the marriage thing. The marriage thing, you know, the whole marriage thing could have been a problem. The whole marriage thing. I think that might have been a very big thing for her. Maybe she wasn't ready. Maybe she was conflicted in regards to the marriage. Maybe she also felt that Domo kind of used that whole thing to kind of like affect her emotionally, like use the whole idea of marriage or whatever to control her emotionally. I don't know, but I feel that is okay. So that's where they are now. It's like an emotional imbalance. Where are they? What's going on now with them? Domo isn't still good. This is affecting her. She's feeling the loss within her family. She's also kind of feeling like a kind of, you know, the loss of her home. I know they moved in 2 separate places, but I think she feels the loss of Chrissy in her home. I think also with her son, I think she's kind of feeling lost with him not having, you know, Chrissy there. It's a loss. Even some type of like financial, physical loss. Let's see about Chrissy. Chrissy, there's like, she's on to new things. She's on to new things. New opportunities, new energy, new energy. I don't know if this is the new guy, or I think she's or she's dating a new girl. There's a new girl, but this is also, it could be a girl that has this type of masculine, you know, energy. But what's weird is that, I think the marriage thing was really kind of important to her. I don't know what went on with the marriage. I know she proposed, but something in regards to that marriage was important to her, or, you know, the lack of, we'll look at it, but this is like a knight in shining armor coming in, but this is more masculine energy. I would say that this was actually a traditional type male. I don't know, maybe it could be a father figure, or it could be, a partner that is a male, but I don't know. We'll look into that more. Okay. 2 of Wands. She's still kind of conflicted. She's listening to a lot of people around her or telling her things. So she's trying to really decide which way she wants to go and where she wants to go. Also, I think, this might not be a partner. This might be her parents. Is her parents very active? I don't know. Her mother and father. This could be her mother and father. So, I don't think this is a relationship. This guy that was up here, I think this is her father. I don't know anything about their inner thing, but I think that a lot of things that her parents, I don't think her parents was too happy with this relationship, for some way, shape, or form. I think that, you know, also, I feel like even though they showed a lot, Domo didn't want to share. She didn't want to share. I don't know if it's just physical things, or she didn't want to share Chrissy, or she didn't want to share, you know, some type of wealth or physical things, but she wanted to kind of hoard things to herself a little bit. And I think it was really her mother. I think her mother and her father, I don't know if Chrissy's parents are really active with her or not, but I think that, you know, I see like a father energy. I thought this might be a relationship, but I'm seeing it like a father energy and like a mother energy between, and they're in her ear a lot too. And she may even, you know, decide on what to do next or where to go next. All right, so we're going to try to do these girls individually real quick. Let's do Chrissy. Where is she at? What's going on with her? Maybe that male, if it was her father, will pop back up in this reading. Look at these cards are wanting to pop out. So I'll leave that to the side a little bit. Okay. Energy around Chrissy right now. Let me take one of these cards. So I'm using, this is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle. I think that's what this is called. This Oracle deck. So we're going to do a quick reading on Chrissy. Opportunities. You know, she's ready to grab on, try new things. She's like, her mind's open. She's ready to kind of, you know, branch out a little bit, grab hold of different opportunities. She's ready to travel. She's ready to change things up. She's ready to travel, change things up. This was a big turn for her. So, you know, she needed a big change. So she's trying to kind of change things of where they once was. She needed a big change. A significant change. Okay, where is she at right now? The Emperor. She's thinking about jobs, opportunities, business. That's where she's thinking at right now. Getting business in order, opportunities. That's where her mind is right now, is business opportunities. See how this was opportunities, grabbing a hold, and then this is the Emperor. It's all about, you know, entrepreneurship. It's all about business, you know, structure, stuff like that. What is the cross to bear with her right now? Is going back. The thoughts of the past. It could be a relationship. What's crossing her? So what's crossing her and her ability to kind of get this boss energy going on right now is thoughts from the past. Whether it's a relationship of the past that's kind of, you know, is the cross to bear with these financial opportunities or this business plan. I think it has to do with the relationship of the past, you know, is the cross to bear that's going to kind of interfere with these type of Emperor energy, where she's not going to be as, it's going to hinder her opportunities and her financial abilities, is this relationship from the past. And even it's the, you know, and she's really thinking about it, you know, she's really thinking about it. I think this person from the past has came in and she's really taken the time to think, because I think she knows that it's going to kind of interfere with some of her opportunities. Let's see, underneath it, this is another type. What's the bottom line to this? Is the bottom line to everything is maybe even motherhood. So the bottom line to kind of where she is now and this thing was motherhood. And this is also about like creation, you know, abundance. Let's see, this Emperor energy, her being a mother, even though the Seven of Pentacles is like a lot of conflict in regards to maybe her motherhood, but she's still, you know, it's there, and she wants to kind of, you know, I think she wanted to wait a while before she became a mother. I think she wanted to wait a while before she became a mother. I think she wanted to wait a while before she became a mother. I think she wanted to wait a while before she became a mother. Okay, let's see. In the past, she feels like she gave more, and she's given more than what she was receiving. So she felt like I gave and gave and gave and gave, and, you know, I'm not getting anything in return. Remember, this is just her mindset. What's on her mind is to go full steam ahead. You know, she's living, you know, she wants to go full steam ahead. You know, she might even have someone that's young too. She, on her mind, might be a new sexual relationship. Also, this energy of this person is, that other card was, I think, her father and her mother. I'm seeing this more as a sexual relationship. This guy, it's a girl, I think. But they have kind of like a masculine energy. This person that you're thinking about isn't very mature. You know, they kind of work off of passion. They're kind of selfish. There's not too much thought. You know, they just do things. And it's a very sexual, passionate, you know, thing. Yeah, she's heartbroken. She's heartbroken. So is she using this person, this energy, this sex, to kind of get over this heartbreak? Because she is having, her heart is broken mentally, physically, and spiritually. But she's still trying to stand her ground, hold her ground, and, you know, she's not going to fall. She's like, I'm standing my ground. I'm not going to fall. You know, I'm standing my ground. This is it. And that's it. So she's not going to allow, you know, to be bullied or anything like that. No, she's standing her ground. This is my decision. Yes, it was painful, but it is what it is. Let's see. What's going on for her in the future? She's in the future. There's going to be some stress and some anxiety for her. What's going on? Either it's going to be some stress and anxiety in regards to her mother or her ability to be a mother, or her being a mother is causing her some stress in the future. So I don't know if this is her parents or if this is her. So this could be that, you know, this, you know, being a mother is kind of stressful for her. You know, to be the mother she wants to do, and all this stuff is kind of making her feel cold and not being the mother she needs to be. That's one thing. Or it's another thing that her Two of Pentacles is balancing. So it's either trying to balance her parents in general, or trying to balance between her and Domo, trying to be, because I think this is going to be an issue. This is going to be an issue. It could be her parents, or also it could be her and Domo trying to balance their parental things. I think that it's going to be an issue trying to balance it. It's stressing her out. You know, it's going to start something, you know, it's going to come fast, and it's going to start something, like, it's going to start, like, maybe a break, you know. I think that things are going to come by. She's trying to balance, but there's so much anger and fiery energy that, and it comes fast for her, that it's either, you know, she needs a break, you know, for a little while, or that it might even cause her to get sick. You know, this is like a card of rest or illness, or, you know, a break. So I see that the whole issue with the baby is going to come up. I think Chrissy's parents might be a lot more active, or it could be, I think they say that Chrissy picks up the little boy from her mother. It could be her mother, Chrissy's mother, but I do see like a parental energy around. But I also see that there's going to be some issues with them, you know, trying to co-parent a little bit. And let's see. I'm going to see Domo real quick. Where is she at? Whoops. I'm going to take Domo. Where is she at? There's a card for her. And then that's it. But I see if she is in, Chrissy is in a relationship, it's not like, you know, okay, what is this? Communication. I think that there's a lack of communication right now between Domo and Chrissy, and she's feeling that. She's feeling like she needs to talk things out with her. She needs to express herself, and maybe she doesn't have that ability to kind of communicate. So that's kind of important to Domo right now. Where is she at right now? Eight of Pentacles. She's trying to work on the details. She's trying to work on the details, also the details in regards to, you know, her business, her home, also her son. She's trying to, like, focus on, you know, the details of things. What's the cross to bear is her feelings. She's just working, her cross to bear is she's very turbulent right now. Remember I said in that relationship, it's the temperance and it's emotional ups and downs, like extreme ups and downs, and I see that with her. She's very much in an emotional relationship. She's very much, this is like very turbulent times right now. She's in her feelings. She's working on emotions. She's working on emotions. She kind of felt like she was the knight in shining armor, and she, you know, she felt like she was the knight in shining armor, and she, you know, she was the knight in shining armor to, you know, Chrissy in the relationship. Whether it's true or not, that's where she feels. Let's see, underneath everything, for her, is she standing her ground. So we see that Chrissy is standing her ground, and she's also, her burden is that she's standing her ground. So the lack of the communication and in the details in their communication is because both of them are standing their ground, and they're not giving an inch. You know, they're not giving an inch. You know, they're both of their heads are covered in that one and in this one, so they're not really listening to each other. They're not really listening, so the communication is off. Let's see, behind her is, she's thinking of, behind her is, it was kind of like her kid, you know. She wanted also behind her, I think she wanted a little girl that's kind of showing up. But she's reflecting back on her emotions in the past and looking back probably for the last year and trying to figure things out. She's not really she's looking at things emotional. If you see this is all emotional, she's not looking at things, you know, intellectual or with the critical eye. She's kind of in her emotions. And it's kind of like an immature type of way, you know. She's working off of emotions. This is very immature. So her emotions are kind of very immature right now, probably for like the last year. What's on her mind is the Four of Wands. Is that she wants to be successful. She wants, you know, the Four of Wands is like a marriage, a partnership. So that's on her mind. It's also like, you know, it's like a victory of, you know, a marriage, a partnership. You know, that is on her mind. Also, the young man that Chrissy's with, or it's a woman, sorry, it's a young woman. She must have male energy, a fiery energy. She's really, like, this is on her mind, that young woman. And that's their sex and their passion. That's really on her mind in regards to it. And also is her hopes and dreams. I think she's hoping that Chrissy will come back and be like, I needed you. You know, this is kind of her thoughts and her dreams, that Chrissy's going to come back and be like, I needed you. You know, you were everything. I'm sorry. You know, this and that. That's like the hopes and dreams card. Let's see in the future. It's still going to feel like, you know, a lack of, you know, something missing out of the home. A lack of a loss. So it's basically like a physical loss. So she sees that in the future, a physical loss. The Page of Pentacles. Also, this could be the baby, or this could be the baby that she wanted, a physical loss. But I don't know. Her shadow self, her inner thoughts is maybe she might, that Dominic might, this is a little boy, so I'm thinking it's a little boy. I think that her inner thoughts in herself going forward in the future is going to feel like a physical loss. I think that Chrissy may bow out. Yeah, stubbornness. I think that they need to be careful because Chrissy might kind of bow out for a little while of co-parenting, because I think that Domo is in a very emotional, turbulent place, whereas Chrissy's not in that same emotional place. You know, she's heartbroken too. But I think Domo is like really acting on emotions, you know, acting out and using, you know, her emotions manipulation for like the last year. And I think that Damo's scared and she's going to have to, Domo might lose, you know, and that's a fear for both of them because of stubbornness, you know, Chrissy as a mother. That's something that needs to kind of, one more thing before this, I'm going to see how is Chrissy going to be a mother to Dominic? How's that relationship? I'm going to draw a couple of cards real fast. The page, she looks at him as his son. She looks at him as, I'm your mother. The 5, she's very conflicted. She's very conflicted. She's very conflicted. I think there's a lot of she feels, she's very conflicted in regards to, if you see these 2 women. So it's telling me it's a lesbian relationship. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of arguing. And, there's other people in the background, saying things. And it's a burden that needs to be released. Fiery 4 of Pentacles is they're going to try to hold it together. They're going to try to hold it together for Dominic. I don't know. This guy keeps coming up. It's like a father figure. I don't know. I don't know them like that. The heartbreak. They're going to try. It's like a lot of inner self. 3 of Wands is they're going to eventually, try to work it out. Working and very indecisive of how to go about it. They're still feeling of doing more. It's going to crumble. And a lot of confusion, a lot of stress. This is going to be a very stressful time. And a relationship. They even may be down the line. Either get back together. Which is strange. But, or a relationship with this other person. So it might not be them getting back together. I think this whole thing with her having a relationship fast with this new person, whether it's true or not, has really done a lot. It's going to be, it's not telling me no, she's not going. It's going to be a lot of inner struggles, a lot of conflict, a lot of people on the outside manipulating things. It's going to be tiring. It's going to be stressful trying to co-parent her and Domo, and for Dominic. So my advice to both of you guys for Domo is to grow up, get out of your emotions, and for Chrissy, to really figure out if this is what you signed up to be the mother. I know that was one of your burdens. You really didn't want to be a mother. It's shown in the cards, but you are one, and if you want to continue to be one, and what do you want in the future in regards to the relationship with you? And you guys need to kind of work on those details right now, because it's getting messy. It's going to get very, very messy. Okay, that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.